G'day, it's Craig here from White Magic, here to talk about the new White Magic Spin Mop Replacement Handle. Now this handle has both hand and foot press functionality. So this will transform your ability to use the spin mop using either your hand or your foot. Let's go through it. Okay, so let's go through exactly what you get in the White Magic Spin Mop Replacement Handle box set. Once you take all the pieces out of the box, you'll see there are 4 pieces to construct. Make sure you screw them together snugly to ensure no unscrewing during use. Now, this does come with the extension piece. This extension piece means the handle can either be 1.2 meters in length, or when using this, it extends to 1.5 meters in length. So I just want to show, for those of you who are a little bit shorter, say under 5'10", I'd probably suggest 1.2 meters is long enough as a handle. But for those of you who are a bit taller and want a longer handle, when you insert the extension piece, the handle then grows to 1.5 meters. It works exactly the same way, it just gives you a little bit more length for those of you who are a little bit taller and don't want to do any bending. Okay, so let's go through how to use this handle in the foot press function. Foot press has been the traditional way of operating the White Magic Spin Mop system, and it's great for people who are stronger in their legs rather than their upper body. So we first need to pay attention to the toggle down here. The toggle controls whether this handle works in a hand press function or a foot press function. Now it talks about manual press switch. Manual press is the same as hand press. So to use this in a foot press, we need to turn it to the off setting. The off setting is this way, so we turn the toggle until it's firm. Don't overturn, just turn until firm. If you turn too much, it becomes difficult to turn it back. You know it's in the foot press function when it stands up and doesn't compress. It doesn't compress on itself. So that means it's ready to be used in the foot press function. Let's go through how you use it in the foot press function. You place it in the water, like normal, place into spinner and press down. You then go up here to the handle. Now this handle has a special gripping section. The reason it needs a gripping section is because with this version of the handle, the whole handle actually spins. In the old version, only the head would spin, so you could hold it pretty much wherever you wanted. But in this version, the whole handle spins, so you need to hold this section or else the handle can unscrew on you. So hold this firmly and then spin out the water. Simple. Okay, so let's go through how to use this handle in the hand press function. Hand press is great for people who are stronger in their upper body than their lower body. So if you have any issues with your hips, knees, feet, the hand press is the way to go. So we need to return our attention to the toggle down here. The toggle talks about manual press switch on and off. Remember, manual press is the same as hand press. So we need to turn this handle to the on setting. So on being this way, we turn only until firm. Don't overturn, just turn until firm. Now you know it's in the hand press function when the handle compresses on itself. If it compresses like that, you know it's going to be in the correct setting for hand press. So let's show you how to use it. We take our mop to the water, place in spinner, and then we move up to the top of the handle. Now remember, this handle's in a 1.5 meter length. So if you're a little bit shorter than I am and you don't want to have your hands near your head, you could just have this in the 1.2 meter length and it'll come up to around here. But what we do is we grip with 2 hands the top of the grip and simply press down. Very easy, and it spins just as fast as if you're using your foot. Okay, so once you've dried the mop and you put it onto the floor, you'll realise that this handle is slightly different than the traditional spin mop handle. The major reason is because when it's in the fixed position in a vertical manner, it's much more rigid than the traditional spin mop handle, which was a lot more floppy backwards and forwards through the 180. But this means you can mop in the traditional manner of backwards and forwards underneath your nose or in the figure 8 in a much more easy manner because the handle is much more rigid in this vertical position. But if you wanted to use it in the traditional spin mop method of a bit like a vacuum cleaner, all you do is put your foot behind the pivot, click it back to 45 degrees and use it as an extension of your arm. The handle will not compress upon itself if you're using it in the hand press function when it's at that 45-degree angle. It'll stay rigid, so you still get that 1.5 meter in length. The only time it will compress upon itself is when it's left unattended in the vertical position like so. So it still stands up, which is great for if the phone rings or if the kids need attention. And also the way you get the mop on and off is exactly the same. You find your screw there at the base, you put your foot opposite that screw, finding the 90 degrees between the screw and your foot, and move it away from your body. Attachment is exactly the same also. All you do is step on it until you hear a click. Okay, a handy troubleshooting tip is if you've overturned the toggle here, and it occurs mostly if you've overturned it to the on position, and now you're struggling to turn it back to the off position, is you take the head off, turn the handle over, and give it a couple of firm taps on the ground. Then attempt to move the toggle back to the off position. Thanks for watching this White Magic instructional video on the new White Magic Spin Mop Replacement Handle. If you have any questions, like always, please email them through to info@whitemagic.biz, and happy cleaning.